Hi guys and welcome back here to Drone Emotion. Today we're back here once again with a brand new video for all of you, and today we're going to be doing a quick side-by-side comparison between the DJI Avata 2 and the all-new upcoming DJI NEO and see whether or not they are actually somewhat similar or are they completely different drones. But before we get started with today's video, if you're new to the channel, welcome here. And you want to keep up to date with any DJI related news, I can tell you this is the place to come for all of those news and updates. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with today's video, which will be quite exciting. And that is because today we're gonna go ahead and give you a quick side-by-side comparison between the DJI Avata 2, which is a very expensive drone, over $1,000 if you want to get yourself a decent combo, versus the DJI NEO, which we still don't have official pricing just yet. However, it's going to be a very affordable option and should start at under $300 here in the US. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the Avata 2 up against the NEO. So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Doesn't that look like a baby DJI Avata 2 to you? As you can see, it's quite smaller, like 50% smaller, I'd say. I mean, just take a look at the size of the prop. This thing is tiny. The weight on the Avata 2 is 570 grams, something like that, and then on the NEO it's 135 grams, and you can definitely tell the size difference between these two. Now, just because this is a small drone, you should not let it fool you, since it has some pretty darn impressive specs for its weight, price, and small size. To get started, both drones have the exact same transmission operating system, which is OcuSync 4. They both use DJI's latest and greatest technology when it comes to transmission. This transmission is extremely reliable, and you are going to be getting a 1080p transmission up to your cell phone on both of these drones, which is really incredible. Now, the range is pretty much identical. You get 10 kilometers on the NEO and a slightly more, 13 kilometers, and this is all in CE. You get 13 on the Avata 2 and 10 on the NEO, so you get a little bit more on the Avata 2. However, that's really not gonna be very noticeable, especially since it's not even legal to send your drone 10 kilometers out in most countries. However, because this drone is smaller and lighter, doesn't mean it doesn't have a good transmission system. Now let's talk a little bit about the camera, flight, and what's going on in that regard. So the camera, you definitely get a slightly better sensor in the Avata 2. You get a 1/1.3-inch sensor size in the Avata 2 versus the half-inch sensor size in the NEO. But just because it's slightly smaller, I mean, it's not like it's 5 times bigger, no, just slightly smaller, doesn't mean you're gonna get good results. I mean, it's gonna be really respectable shots that you're gonna be getting from the NEO. And video quality, they're both gonna be 4K 30 on the NEO. You do get slightly better frame rate with the Avata 2. I think you get 4K 60, maybe 100 if I'm not mistaken, but you do get a slightly higher frame rate with the Avata 2. But you still get 4K with both drones. Photos, yes, it's better on the Avata 2, obviously, but you do still get 12 megapixel images on the NEO, pretty solid for a drone this size and weight. Flight time, what's going on there? So we got 21 minutes, I believe, with the Avata 2 while flying, and then I think 23 while flying. And on the NEO you get 18, so only 5 minutes less, which is a little bit, but for a drone this size, I really can't ask for more. 18 minutes is gonna be plenty. especially if you get the Fly More combo. And yes, both drones are gonna be compatible with the DJI Goggles 3, and both drones actually have a manual mode, which is pretty cool if you ask me. Now, how fast will they go? I believe they both are gonna be having the same top speed. However, it's not been confirmed just yet. Seems like the Avata 2 goes 57 miles per hour, and then I don't know if it's kilometers or miles for the Neo, but I believe it's 57 kilometers, so it's slightly less. But for a drone this light, 60 kilometers is more than enough, believe me, especially when you're gonna be flying it in manual mode. But that is the quick comparison that I wanted to make with you guys today here between these two drones. I think that for the price and the size and weight that the Neo is gonna come at, you really can't beat it. There's nothing out there. Obviously, it's not an FPV drone by any means. However, it kind of wants to be, especially with the compatibility with the Goggles 3, the motion controller. So it's quite nice that DJI gives us those possibilities without having to spend over $1,200 for an Avata 2. So it's giving you a little taste of what a more expensive DJI drone is going to be giving you that experience. But that is what I've got for you, ladies and gentlemen, today. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to leave them down in the comment section down below. But that is going to be it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and see you tomorrow with a brand new video. This is Drone Emotion, signing out.